What's up guys, my name is Mitch. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I like to do lots of cars, mostly JDM cars. I'm a big JDM car fan. But I'm going to teach you guys today how to paint your OEM wheels or OEM like wheels gloss black and make it last for a long time. This is probably my 10th time doing this, so I have a lot of practice with it. I'm going to be doing it on my 2004 Toyota Celica GTS. This is a very good how-to. The wheels that I'm going to be using it on are going to be actually on a Scion FRS set of wheels, or BRZ. I think they came on a couple of BRZ. They are the standard package. They currently come with a black and I guess like brushed aluminum. And I want it to be all black. I want to see how it looks. I'm excited. And I actually did just get brand new tires on there. And so I'm going to show you guys how to paint these, make it last a long time, you know, how to remove it off the car, and then reinstall, and I'll show you the final product. This is a great way to make your kind of stock wheels look a little bit more performance-y. A lot of the things that I like to do, actually this is a good idea, is if you go to the Lamborghini websites or you go to Porsche websites or Ferrari, look at what they're kind of doing with cars, and then if you do it on your less exotic car and put it on your car, it really makes a big difference. And people go like, wow, that's a nice car. And what kind of car is that? And you can just do it by small things. This is a great one to do that. So let me go ahead and grab my Toyota Celica GTS and show you the wheels that we're gonna be doing. Okay, here's my Toyota Celica. This isn't a hard job. This will probably be about 2 out of 5 stars. It's not a hard job. It is time consuming. So these are my original Scion wheels that look pretty okay. They're actually pretty okay. They're not horrible. They look pretty cool, but I think they look better all black. And especially if I choose like a very good looking brake caliper color, I think that will make it look really, really more exotic, like I was talking about earlier. So what we're gonna do is lefty loosey, I'll get my impact gun. We're gonna do one side at a time. We have the car up on jack stands. This is gonna be the driver's side. We're gonna pull those off. Once we have them pulled off, we'll set them over here, and this will be our painting station. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful hot day. I would say, golly geez, it's pretty warm. So I think it'll be a great day to get some painting done. Everything will dry pretty quick. We're gonna do a powder, or a, not powder, I wish it were powder coating. We're gonna do a primer on our floor, and then we'll do the enamel gloss. And I won't be clear coating them, I don't think so. I think the enamel itself will hold and be strong. And the enamel needs about 4 to 5 hours to get a nice dry. But since it's so sunny, it'll be a good day for it. So let's go ahead and grab the wheels off. I got my quick Craftsman air compressor with my impact gun on there. We're gonna buzz all these bolts off. I'm gonna do that real quick, all of them. And we're gonna do it this side and the driver's side front, and then we'll pull these wheels. All right, perfect. So those are the wheels. They've been removed, as you guys can see. They do have Scion center caps right here, and you can just literally push on them and they'll pop out like that. Oh, and then roll away. Let me go grab that. So with this center cap off, I'm gonna paint it. You can buy ones that would be like Toyota, that might be cool, but I'm just gonna paint this one gloss black too to fit on it. But I'm gonna pull it out so that I can get all this gloss back black in here too, so that if I were to pull this out at some time, it doesn't crack the paint or anything. So I'm removing that. Now for the valve sin, I do see people tape this off a lot. I don't think I'm gonna take mine off. I think it's fine as is. I'll just paint around this area. But we are gonna cover the wheels. Why are we gonna cover the wheels? Because we don't want any paint on them. So I'll show you guys how to do that. But before we do that, we're gonna do some sanding. So let's go ahead and grab some sandpaper. Now, if there's heavy imperfections, this would be a good time to really get them off, make it flush. I don't have too many heavy ones, but I am gonna go over the whole thing just like this and scuff the whole thing up. I think this is 800 sand grit, so not too coarse, but not too fine either. So I'm just gonna do this all over the main surfaces. I recommend doing a little bit of sanding too. I like this because the sanding block is made of foam, so it kind of goes in the crevices, but it's also easy to hold on to. Okay, so that sanding took about, I don't know, 10 minutes just on that one wheel. Nah, maybe 5 minutes. Went around the whole thing, did a good job. And then now you guys can see non-sanded, sanded, non-sanded, sanded. 800 grit is what I believe I used on that little block. Now that we did that, we're gonna grab one of my microfibers from my website, MITCHDORE.COMHOW over there, and we're gonna wipe that down. I'm also gonna do that one too at the same time. Okay, so now the next step is we're gonna take index cards, and I like this method. I've always used this method, and we're gonna go around just like this, and we're gonna cover the wheel, the tire I guess you'd say, so that we don't get any overspray. I'm gonna make that one a little bit better. Okay, so you can see I actually already did the that one, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it on the primer of this one. So I don't know if I showed you guys what I used last time. Just Rust-Oleum's primer, fast drying, dries really quick in the sun. Shake it like 5 seconds, like that, and then start in the middle, kind of like that, and do a little burst. You know, you can see how I'm doing bursts. They say 6 inches away. Keep 6 inches away, and then once you get this, just start going outwards, just like that. It's pretty easy. I love this. Very satisfying. Primer is extremely satisfying. It's like reminds me of vacuuming. I'm kind of an OCD person, but I love this. That's awesome. There's a lot of nooks and crannies on this. Make sure to try to get your best to get the primer everywhere, because it allows the enamel gloss to have a nice, well, one, this actually fills in a little bit of the cracks if the sanding wasn't perfect, and it gives it a flush surface. But also if there is a surface you miss, like when you're sanding, this makes it the same level, and then it allows that enamel to really grab onto something. The enamel loves to stick on this stuff, versus like if I didn't sand this and I just used enamel on it, it would have definitely not stuck as well. So it is really, really nice to actually, when you do primer and have the enamel stick to it, it loves. Okay, so this bad boy, we're gonna do this one first. Rust-Oleum automotive enamel gloss. I like this. Ideal for touch-up paint, literally for cars. It's long-lasting color retention. It works really well in my opinion. There is like VHT wheel paint that you can use, but I think that this does a good job. My shadow's currently kind of over this, but we're gonna shake this. Again, we're gonna start in the middle, and this is dried for about 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes is what this is dried for. And then it says you can add, on that can, it says you can add a top coat pretty much immediately. So let's go ahead and start with this. Make sure the nozzle's clean. So we have a nice, good nozzle. You might have to switch it out if you've already used the can, but let's see if this one comes out any well. All right. Ooh, see that? That's bad. I wish that drop didn't happen. We're gonna grab a different nozzle. All right, let's try this again. Now we're talking. Okay, so that's one coat. It's looking really good. Really good. I think when I did this last time, I didn't mention this, but lift up the wheel towards you and then hit the inner side of it. If you don't, there's gonna be overspray from the primer and you'll be able to see that. I did do that on the last time I did this, and I don't know if I mentioned that. Do lift up the wheel towards you. The cards, the index cards should stick because they're kind of tacky due to the paint, and they shouldn't fall forward. Let it dry for maybe 10 minutes and then tilt it forwards, and then do the inside and kind of roll it around and make sure you get all the areas, because there's gonna be little nooks and crannies on the fascia from this side, because this is the fascia of the wheel, that you will be able to not see unless that wheel is that way. But when the wheel's spinning, or when someone comes to look at it and they'll be like, you kind of miss a spot. So don't miss any spots. But wow, this is gonna look really good. Now, if I do some kind of color, do you guys think that yellow would look good on this with my color of the current color of this car, or should I do, I'm actually thinking about maybe doing just red, but I do want to show you guys how to paint this as well. That'll be another video. But here is the first coat, and then here's the primer. I'm gonna hit this one real quick with some primer. It should take about 3 3 to 4 cans. I've used about that. I had about a can and a half, so I'm gonna go buy some more paint. This should only cost you, those cans are maybe like $5 to $7. So if you do 3 of them, that's $21. And then if you do the primer, which I think is like $7, you can do this for under $25 to $30. Maybe I'll put that in the title or something like that. But let's go ahead and hit this one real quick, and then I'll run to the store. I gotta grab another one of those cans. Okay, so this one's done. It looks really good. It's been drying, golly, about 2 hours just baking in the sun. I'm gonna let it go for 4 hours, and I'm actually gonna put the other side of the car up on jack stands and do it. I want a really nice dry, so we'll leave this total to dry for about 4 to 5 hours in the hot sun, so that it cures really well. Because I don't want to put the lug nuts back on and then it chips it, but I think you guys are gonna really like it. And then when we get the brake calipers that are a special color, it's gonna look really good, really good. Very happy. Okay, so wheel number 3 and wheel number 4. Man, my hands are getting dirty. I just spent, again, probably 20 minutes. It probably takes 20 minutes to do a nice job of sanding. I'm gonna take my microfiber from my website. Again, swing by my website, MITCHDORE.COMHOW. What we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna go over this, and you guys can just see, I'm just gonna wipe away all the dust, and then we'll do the primer after I install the index card. So it's the same process. I did want to just show you guys, I'm really digging. Look at this. I'm really loving these. Wow. That looks very expensive. That looks really good. The gloss came out really good. Wow. So let's go ahead and do that to the next. This is one of my favorite things, is to pull these index cards out. Ooh, it's so satisfying. Yes, that looks awesome. Look at those. Those are great. So we're gonna let them, you just keep on baking. So these 2 are done. We got primered on the other 2. Here, the primer looks really cool. I did an Instagram post. You guys are like, leave it like that. Yeah, they look pretty cool. It's a little Stradman for me, but look at those. Those are pretty cool that way. Yeah, so if you did want to paint them white, you could do that too. You just need to do, after you do the primer, just do a white coat of that. If I did white, I would have probably also done a clear coat, but with black, this enamel black gloss, it does a really good job. It does a really good job of keeping it glossy. Also, I've done the center caps right there, so they are ready to be painted. They're primered. So I'm gonna let this dry for about 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna move on to those last 2 cans right there. It is a big job, but we're okay. So we're done. We've done them all. This is gonna be the last one. We're gonna remove the cards. So satisfying. Just a beautiful finish. You will love this result. If you let this dry for a long period of time, it should last you the life that you own your car. You should never have to do it. Okay, so that's the final. That looks really good. Wow. I just can't wait to see them on the car. You're gonna be able to see the brake rotor and the brake caliper a lot more when it's all gloss black like this. There's less visual things. Good example is you can actually see the concrete right behind you. Before, your eye would not have been able to see right through to the concrete. The 2 different colors make it different. I'm gonna let this dry. As you guys can see, the sun is setting on these. I'm gonna let this go until the sun sets. Get that last bit of curing outside, and then we'll go ahead and mount it, and I'll go ahead and do the cinematic edit. I'm excited. Yeah, comment down below, what color should we do? Yellow? Should I do these yellow? And then put a sticker on there, maybe like a Brembo, even though they're not Brembos. Maybe like a TRD sticker. I could put a TRD right here. That might look. All right, wheels are officially mounted back on. We're just gonna jack the car up real quick and lower it. I got all 4 of them. I already lowered the other side. All right, we are done. Here is the last little touch, and then we'll go get that edit. Right there, let's push that bad boy in there. Oh yeah, nice and snug. Look at that, wow. It's gonna look good, it's gonna look good, it looks good. And that is how you paint wheels. Huge difference. Those look so good. I really like them. I really think that when I do the rotors, either red or yellow, it'll really make it look way better. It'll pop more. I think I'm leaning towards red. I think it'll look way more sporty, but those look really good. Pretty simple how to, not too hard, just time consuming. And I would make sure that you definitely do a set of primer. A lot of people just go straight to paint it. Do the primer. The primer makes it a nice, smooth, adhesive surface, which makes it look really good. I mean, these absolutely turned out perfect. It's crazy. They're so different compared to what they were earlier today. Look at that. Oh, I love it. I think it looks so good. The car looks so much more sporty. Oh, it does need a little bit more, maybe some kind of aero kit. They do make like a balance kit below, which I might do, but this is an easy how-to. I really like that. If you guys have any questions or comments, comment down below. I'll help you with them. Really easy. Again, I would say this is like a 2-star job. Not that hard. It just takes time, but the results are really good. Make sure to hit the like button, guys. Swing by the website, and I'll see you on the next video.